इंटरनेशनल जॉब मिली है, इससे ज़्यादा और क्या चाहिए। मेरा नाम अरबाज खान है। मैं सुल्तानपुर उत्तर प्रदेश का रहने वाला हूँ। मुझे हाल ही में
हेलो, मेरा नाम मोहम्मद दाऊद है। मैं यूपी से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मुझे अपना ऐप के थ्रू दुबई पोर्ट वर्ल्ड में इंटरनेशनल जॉब मिली है। मुझे अपना ऐप के बारे में फेसबुक से पता चला, तो मैंने सोचा चलो एक बार ट्राई करते हैं। मैंने अपना ऐप पर अपनी प्रोफाइल बनाई और जॉब ढूंढना शुरू किया। फाइनली मुझे एक सही इंटरनेशनल जॉब अपना ऐप पर मिली। जॉब लेटर मिलने पर मुझे इतनी खुशी हुई कि मैं बयान नहीं कर सकता। मैं 1 साल से अपना ऐप यूज़ कर रहा हूँ। यहाँ बहुत ही अच्छी इंटरनेशनल जॉब्स आती हैं और अप्लाई करना बहुत ही ईजी है और इनका सपोर्ट सिस्टम बहुत ही अच्छा है। 10 आउट ऑफ 10 स्टार्स देना चाहूँगा। अगर पूरा करना है इंटरनेशनल जॉब का सपना तो डाउनलोड करें अपना। हेलो, मेरा नाम मोहम्मद।
Hi, Trishna. I think we have a lot of people here already on the call, so we can get started. And meanwhile, people will keep coming in. So, just a quick introduction on how we'll be having this call for everyone here on the call. हम किसी के भी अगर जो भी questions है, हम बीच-बीच में आपको questions के लिए time देंगे. जो chat है, वहाँ पे भी आप अपने questions आपके डाल सकते हैं ताकि हम उसको address कर सकें. And अगर आपको मौका मिलेगा, अगर आपको कुछ बोलना है तो आप हैंड रेज कर सकते हैं या फिर चैट में डाल सकते हैं एंड हम बीच में पॉज करके क्वेश्चंस के लिए भी एक टाइम रखेंगे. हमने एंड ऑफ द कॉल में भी क्वेश्चन आंसर्स का टाइम रखा है, तो आप वहां पे भी इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं, पूछ सकते हैं. बाकी आई विल नाउ आस्क कृष्णा टू टेक द कॉल. शी विल बी आवर होस्ट. शी इज बीन doing spoken English classes and teaching people on how to understand and build a career and gain confidence in the English language. So जहाँ पे जो भी है, अगर कोई भी उनको डाउट्स है, कुछ भी है, आप पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए, क्वेश्चंस पूछिए ताकि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों की हेल्प कर सके, मदद कर सके एंड ये सेशन फ्रूटफुल बना सके. ओवर टू यू कृष्णा, प्लीज गो अहेड विद दिस.
I wish I could speak as good Hindi as Dipanjan speaks, so unfortunately I don't. It's like really bad. I go like 2 sentences and I stop. Okay, so
No problem.
If anyone, so the session, I'm going to be doing the session primarily in English. If anybody has a problem understanding me, if you don't understand anything that I'm saying, please say so on the chat. Okay, we will restrict our voice interactions to question and answers because this is going to, I hope, an interactive session. We'll see how it goes. And so is that clear to everybody? Can I hear a yes on the chat with everyone? Okay, lovely. Okay, we need to be faster than this. Oh, cool. Okay. Right. So let me load the PPT. Dipanjan, I can do that, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay, so are we going to be showing our lovely faces or am I going to be interacting with myself?
So if anyone who's comfortable, please feel free to turn on your cameras. It'll be easier that way. It'll have a fun interactive session and more personal touch added to it. आप अपने cameras on कर सकते हैं ताकि हम आपके से बात कर सके, समझ सके कि आपको समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं, कोई डाउट है, कोई क्वेश्चन है कि नहीं. That will be really helpful.
Oh, lovely. It's good to see each other's faces, but if you feel shy, that's okay. Make your presence felt in chat. I accept Hindi, British, English, anything, any communication is awesome. You can even communicate in emoji if you want, right? So, shall we do that? Okay, so, oh, lovely. Okay, so my name is Krishna, like Dipanjan said. English was not something I thought I'd be ever teaching in my life. It's just through life, my forte has been.
Tell me Hindi.
Sorry.
ऋषभ, अगर आपको कुछ डाउट है हम डेफिनेटली उसको क्लैरिफाई करेंगे. लाइक सिंस इंग्लिश का सेशन है तो थोड़ा बहुत इसमें हम इंग्लिश में ही फोकस करेंगे एंड बीच बीच में आपके क्वेश्चंस हम एड्रेस करेंगे.
Okay.
And if
Sure.
you have any questions you're not able to understand, type in chat.
हाँ, आप
Okay?
चैट पे इसको मेंशन कर दीजिए. हम आपका क्वेश्चन का ट्रैक रख रहे हैं ताकि हम बीच बीच में आपके क्वेश्चंस आंसर करते रहें.
Are you able to understand me
Yeah.
now, Rishabh? Do you know any English? Rishabh?
Yes.
Rishabh, right? Is that correct? Do you know any? Can you understand little? Little or only Hindi?
Yes. Yes. बस हिंदी.
बस हिंदी. Okay.
Yes.
तो इंग्लिश सीखना है आपको. अच्छा, अच्छी बात. Okay, so आप attention pay कीजिए. My Hindi is bad, like you can already tell. So आप attention pay कीजिए. आपको बोलने के लिए कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा आज. Okay? Correct. So I was more into learning and development, and then that's how this journey came to be. Spoken English was something that was started by my mom, and then that's something that I have taken over. Okay, so Tripti Coaching is the place, and here we are today doing this lovely session. So the most important thing here is that's as much as I'm going to speak about myself, and hopefully that's as much as I'm going to speak at all. The idea is that we will talk. Okay? So topic of today is how do you introduce yourself professionally? Okay. So can anyone volunteer to introduce themselves? Hindi is okay. English is also okay. If you have Hindi and you can try broken English, even better. Anyone wants to try? You know me. Now I want to know you. One person. Anyone?
Yeah, I think Avinash has raised a hand. Avinash, आप बोल सकते हैं.
Yeah.
हेलो.
Yeah, go ahead, Avinash.
मैं हमें चाहिए बम्पर की जॉब. हेलो.
Okay, go ahead.
हाँ, अविनाश बोलिए.
We can hear
हाँ.
you.
आवाज आ रही है?
Yes.
हाँ, आवाज आ रही है. Yeah.
बम्पर के लिए अप्लाई करना था.
Okay.
अविनाश, अगर आपको जॉब रिलेटेड क्वेरी है तो वो हम बाद में आंसर कर सकते हैं. टेक्निकली ये आपको अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करने का प्रॉपर्ली उस बेसिस पे ये है. तो अगर उसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहें तो आप कर सकते हैं, वरना क्वेश्चंस हम एंड ऑफ द कॉल में हम आंसर करेंगे. हाँ. कोई और इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहेगा? राम सिंह, मेघावत, सॉरी. अगर कोई भी इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहे अपने आप को, अपने हैंड रेस किया है.
Okay, let's do one thing. Is he introducing himself, Dipanjan?
No. I think no one here at the
We'll
moment.
move on.
I think we can have someone from our team also. If you, Power, if you want to say something. Power, आपने हाथ raise किया अपना.
Deepika, yeah.
Sir, I want to introduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Deepika Rasa Pawar. Currently, I am living in Pune, and recently I completed my graduation from SSCPS College of Engineering, and now I am in search for a job. And my interest in as a Java developer in I am doing course for that as a full stack Java developer, and also doing internship at Gravity Technologies as a full stack Java developer.
Oh, lovely.
And
if I had a job, I'd give you. Lovely introduction, Deepika. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much. It takes a lot of courage to speak in front of so many people. Good job. Okay, really good.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what we will do is in chat, write your name, okay, and let me know how much of English you know. Okay, so say we'll take Dipanjan. Okay, so Dipanjan will say Dipanjan, that's his name, and then he will say no English if he doesn't know any English. Okay, If he knows some English, he will say, Dipanjan, I can speak little. Okay. If he knows very good English, he can manage with everybody. He says, I'm good with English. Okay. Fourth one, he will say, Dipanjan, I'm great with English. Dipanjan, can you translate that for our Hindi-speaking folks?
yes. तो जो भी यहाँ पे कॉल पे है ना, एक बार चैट पे आप बता दो कि मतलब अभी बेसिकली कितना इंग्लिश आपको आता है. अगर आपको बहुत अच्छा आता है तो आप अपने नाम के साथ ग्रेट लिख दो. अगर आप इजीली सबके साथ कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हो तो आप वेरी गुड लिख दो अपने नाम के साथ. एंड अगर आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा ही इंग्लिश आता है तो आप अपने नाम के साथ लिख दीजिए लिटिल, आई कैन स्पीक लिटिल इंग्लिश. एंड अगर आपको बिल्कुल भी नहीं आता, एकदम स्टार्टिंग से सीखना चाहते हो, तो आप यहाँ पे लिख दीजिए नो इंग्लिश. तो इससे हमें एक बार पता चल जाएगा लाइक ताकि किसको कितना आता है एंड उस हिसाब से हम इसको कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं.
कुछ नहीं आता है.
Very good. Thank you for telling us. Good.
ऋषभ आप
हाँ.
चैट पे लिख दो डेफिनेटली ये चीज.
हिंदी में लिख दीजिए, नो प्रॉब्लम.
हाँ.
नहीं, इंग्लिश लिखने हैं, वो बस बोलने नहीं आता है मेरे को.
हाँ, तो लिख दीजिए, जो आता है वो कीजिए. ओके ना?
जो सच है सच है, झूठ बोलने का क्या है.
Yes, of course.
So Trishna, I think a lot of people have responded. Majority of them know very little English and others have little English. But yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so let's have a count of the numbers.
Yeah.
And, if you could take care of that.
Yeah.
I will move on with the session while you can get that sorted.
Yeah. Amrit, I think you can maybe help with this, like keep a count of people and their level of English.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So how many of you know what greeting is? Like, raise your hands. Okay. We will ask Rohan in the end because I know his English is very good. Rohan is from Apna, right, Dipanjan, or is this a different Rohan?
Yeah. No, this same Rohan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we have 3 to 4 people who have raised their hands so far.
Okay, so can one of you share what a greeting is?
Akhilesh, Geeta, if anyone wants to start.
Sir, dear sir and dear ma'am, it's just like a greeting. Like we are calling dear sir and ma'am.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So would you use that in spoken English, Geeta, or would you use that in written English?
In written language, mostly we are using. In greeting, like we are saying good morning, good afternoon. That is also the same.
Okay. All right. So what we will do is give focusing on spoken English today. So we will not get into the written English part because what I want to do is I want to leave you with something. I want you guys to practice something today and feel good about introducing yourself. And for me, even people who cannot speak English can, by the end of the session, say, okay, I can say this much about myself will be great. Okay. Dipanjan, can you translate that, please?
या सो प्राइमरली हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव इस कॉल पे रहेगा कि आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा चीज़ें अपने बारे में एटलीस्ट आप बता सको, अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर सको, ताकि जिनको थोड़ा भी अभी नहीं आता एटलीस्ट खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस आप कर पाओगे इंग्लिश में एंड थोड़ा बेसिक आपका क्लियर होगा. एंड यही प्राइमरी टारगेट रहेगा हमारा इस कॉल पे. तो अगर कोई भी पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहे तो डेफिनेटली चैट पे मेंशन कीजिए ताकि हम आपके साथ पर्सनल कॉन्वर्सेशन प्रैक्टिस भी कर सके एंड इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए ये चीज़ आपको सिखा सके.
Geeta, can you read what I've written on the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Can you read it loudly so everyone can hear?
It's not visible.
It's not visible.
आपके स्क्रीन
It's not visible.
या आपके स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा होगा.
बट मुझे नहीं दिख रहा.
Okay.
I think she must be.
Yes, it's visual.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Okay, lovely. So are these greetings, Geeta?
Yes.
And when do we use them?
Whenever we are talking and starting like any sir, ma'am,
Okay.
then we are saying good morning, sir, good morning, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So this is a question to everyone else. Is this formal and respectful, or is this informal and respectful? How many of you know the answer? What is formal?
Formal mean mostly we are using in office, colleges.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Thank you, Geeta. Let's give other people chance also. I'm so happy to have you interact with us. Yeah?
I think Bhumika also wants to add something.
Sure.
Bhumika, if you are open to it, you can unmute yourself and say.
Everyone else, if you have thoughts, please put it in chat. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we
yeah.
can't. We have 30, an hour. So I mean, I'd love to talk to everybody, but that's not possible. So if you have thoughts, we have the chat. Please feel free to put your thoughts in there. Yes, Bhumika, go ahead.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's like generally whenever we meet anybody during the day,
Mm-hmm.
generally we wish them good morning,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is any time of the day.
Okay.
We meet them for the first time in the day. We generally give them good morning greetings.
Yes. Okay. All right. So these are formal greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mornings are usually set
Language
in the
India.
morning till like 12 o'clock. Afternoon is from 12 to around 4. And any time after that is good evening. We do not say good night as a greeting because good night is bye bye. Let's go sleep. Okay. So we don't do that. Okay. So greeting, any other greeting we can do apart from good morning, good afternoon, good evening formally? Raise your
Yeah, we
hand.
can say
Raise your
have
hand.
a good day. Yeah,
Have a good day. Okay. Good day. We can say good
good
day.
day. Yes.
करण, आपका भी कुछ क्वेश्चन था, आप एक बार बोल सकते हैं?
क्वेश्चन है सर, अभी हिंदी है।
अच्छा समझ गया, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, आप एक बार इसको फॉलो कीजिए एंड जितना भी आप अभी सीख पा रहे हैं आप एक बार ट्राई कीजिए एंड फिर बाद में हम आपको क्वेश्चन के बाद एड्रेस करेंगे, ठीक है?
Those who do not speak English, 1 minute, sir. Dipanjan, please repeat this for our Hindi speaking community. Those who do not speak English, try and practice this good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Like practice what you're reading. Okay? So we can learn. Right?
राइट श्योर। तो जो लोग अभी इंग्लिश जिनको नहीं आता, आप एक बार इसको बोलना प्रैक्टिस कीजिए। गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग, गुड डे, बेसिक ग्रीटिंग्स होते हैं ये, ताकि ये एज अ स्टार्टिंग स्टेप आप कर सको, लोगों को एटलीस्ट ग्रीट कर सको। तो ये एक चीज आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं।
What we can also do is say hello. Can we do that? How many of you agree?
Hello.
If you agree, say yes in the chat. If you don't agree, say no.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yes, I'm agree.
Hello is good pronunciation. You pronounced it well. Very good.
Hello.
So one rule is when you want to speak, raise your hand and we will try and give as many people a chance to talk. Okay? The more you talk, the better. But please raise your hand because if 5 people start talking, it'll be difficult. Yeah, Simran, I saw your question. We will take it up in the Q&A session. Let's make a note of all these questions and then we'll take it up, okay? All right.
Yeah.
So we had a wonderful, introduction that happened, okay? So now that you've done your greeting, you said good afternoon, or good morning or good evening or hello. Okay. What will you say next? Say on an Apna community, you're talking to Dipanjan and you want to tell him that you are looking for a job and you want him to help you. Dipanjan, can you repeat that for English?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get. Can you pardon once more, please?
So after saying hello,
Yeah,
what will we say next?
correct.
Yeah,
So,
so what will we say
Hello.
next? Say we are going to approach Dipanjan and
yeah,
we are going to, so in Apna community, we are approaching Dipanjan because we want a job. So we have to introduce ourselves first, right? How will we
right.
do that after we say hello to Dipanjan?
राइट तो बेसिकली हम ये जानना चाहते हैं कि जैसे अगर आप किसी को अप्रोच कर रहे हैं तो उसके बाद आप क्या बोलेंगे लाइक हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग के बाद आपको क्या लगता है क्या बोलना चाहिए एज अ फर्स्ट इंट्रोडक्शन मैसेज या फिर फर्स्ट कम्युनिकेशन सो आई थिंक वी आर गेटिंग सम रिस्पॉन्सेज लाइक इट्स अ प्लेजर टू मीट यू एंड हाउ आर यू सर एंड थैंक देम एज वेल
Yeah,
या
so we will.
we're
So
getting
what we will do is we'll take the raised hands first, and the rest of us who are not participating in talking can type out the answers, and we'll take them.
correct
Yes, so Mr. Suresh, you want to speak?
Yes, we have to say for when we are going to interview. So we have to say first in hello sir, good morning, how are you?
Okay.
Yeah, how is going today, like that we have to say like. So next we have to introduce ourselves. So my name is, so I have to introduce myself first. My name is Suresh Ravi. I'm from KGF. I have done BCA.
One second, hold on. So we say my name
Yeah,
is.
my name is, yes.
So we have to identify who we are, right? So that the other person can address us next time, right? Instead of my name, can we say anything else? I am.
Yeah, I am Suresh.
Okay, so we can say.
Yeah, that's fine.
I am Suresh. Right?
Yes, I am Suresh.
Okay.
I am from KGF. So I have done BCA in correspond. So Indian Virtual University. I am so I am a 60% percentage holder. Sorry. So I have 14 years experience about the data entry operator as well as in warehouse executive field. So this is fine, right?
Yeah. So why are you telling all this to Dipanjan? Why are you telling him this?
Because this is a so interview time, right?
But Dipanjan is interviewing you.
Yes. Okay. When we have to going to attend the interview, so we have to say like this, right?
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, this is great for interview context. The question was, if you are an Apna community member and you're going to Dipanjan and telling him that I want a job, how will you introduce yourself?
Yes.
Right. So, right. Thank you, sir. So what we're trying to do, Mr. Suresh Ravi, is that we're trying to address beginners. I will come to intermediate speakers as well as advanced speakers a little later. Okay. So I have a response to what you're saying, but I will hold it for some time and we will pick it up later in the conversation.
Okay, done.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Mr. Megawat?
हाँ करण आपको कुछ बोलना था
Sir, my name is Karan sir.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, continue to practice like that. That's absolutely wonderful. Very good. Okay.
Okay, my name is Karan.
Yes.
My name is District Medak.
We will do that. I'll give you a chance to practice. Good going. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. So you will introduce yourself. You will say my name is or I am. And then what else did Suresh do?
My name.
Yeah, so we'll hold it there, Megawat. We have to move on, okay? Please keep practicing. You can put yourself on mute and practice. Please do that. Yeah? Good.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance to practice. Okay. Right now we're brainstorming. Okay. Okay. So, and then I am from. What did Suresh say? He said. So you don't say I am from because it becomes vague. You can say I am working at.
I am working 80.
At.
I am working at.
Yeah, I'm working at. Is there anyone else who wants to try this conversation? I'm working at where? Fill in the blanks. Please write in chat.
Amrit, Sneha, if you guys also want to chime in, or maybe others who want to participate can put it in the chat. आप chat पे reply कर सकते हैं या फिर अपना mic open करके भी बात कर सकते हैं.
Anybody wants to respond? I'm working at. Okay, wonderful. We have Akhilesh. Yeah, so Akhilesh response is awesome. He's saying, I'm working at Cyber Exchange as a cyber security analyst. Okay, so that's since 1 year. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Sneha is working at Apna as operations executive. Lovely. Okay. So you told Dipanjan your name. You told him what you're doing. Okay, so that's about you. Now, please remember, we are not chit-chatting here. We're not here to make friends. Okay, we're not here to, uh, you know, get information and offer sympathy. Nothing. We're here to get a job. Dipanjan has to refer me somewhere. Okay, right? So we've told him what we're doing. If you're not working, how will you say? If you're a student, how will you say it?
अगर कोई अभी वर्क एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है तो आप कैसे इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं? क्या आप बताएंगे अपने बारे में?
Oh, lovely.
या आप चैट पे लिख सकते हैं या फिर आप माइक ओपन करके भी आपके रिस्पॉन्सेज यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं.
Simran, could you read that out loud, please? What you've typed? It's a very good response.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Read out what you written, please.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, hi Simran, you're audible. You can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Simran Tiwari. I belongs to Jaunpur. I have completed my bachelor degree from Sujanganj, Jaunpur. I am belongs to a nuclear family. Currently I am pursuing my MBA United Institute of Management, Prayagraj, Naini. I am a self-motivating person and I have a strong communication skills also. So my short-term goal is to get a job in a reputed company, and my long-term goal is to achieve a good position like yours. And my hobbies are reading books,
Okay.
singing.
Simran, I would put you as an intermediate learner of English. Okay. Good job with your self-introduction. Okay.
Thank you.
Remember these because it will help you develop your English better. Like if you know where you're at, then you can learn better as you go forward.
Okay,
Lovely,
ma'am.
thank you. So Simran in her chat actually said, currently I'm pursuing MBA from United Institute of Management. This is Prayagraj,
yeah, Prayagraj.
Allahabad, Naini. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So,
yes, ma'am.
yeah. All right. So she's saying that she's studying and she's not working. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So instead of I am working at, you can say I am pursuing and then your course name. That's very well written, Simran. Good stuff.
Thank you, ma'am.
Or if pursuing is too difficult, if it's a big word, you can also say I'm doing my MBA. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. This is for everyone. See, to be when you're communicating to somebody, it's not important to use big words. What you say has to be very clear. Okay, use 5 words, but be clear. Okay? So I'm doing is very good also. If you love fancy English, you can say I'm pursuing. Both are good. Right. Okay. So why are we talking to Dipanjan now? Now Dipanjan must be wondering, okay, you told me your name, you're telling me what you're doing. Now why are you telling me all of this? Dipanjan, Hindi, please. Same thing. Translate.
या सो अभी तक हमने ये देखा कि हम अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, हम अपने आप के बारे में बता रहे हैं, हमारा नाम क्या है, हम कहाँ से हैं, क्या पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, या फिर जॉब एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में. बट आगे हम ये देखें कि हम ये बता क्यों रहे हैं, लाइक क्या पर्पस है हमारा ये चीज बताने का.
Yeah. Those who have talked, please put your hands down so that other people can get a chance.
I'll look into that, Trishna. We can continue. If there's any questions, we'll address those. Yeah.
Oh, Akhilesh is pursuing his cybersecurity. Wonderful. Okay, why?
इसमें हमारे को जॉब देते क्या फर्क?
Sorry. बोलिए करण.
इसमें क्या जॉब देते क्या फर्क?
सुनाई नहीं दिया फिर से.
दीपक क्या?
हाँ, आप क्यों बात कर रहे थे पांचन से?
सर हिंदी में बात.
नहीं, हिंदी में
हाँ,
बात
हिंदी में
हिंदी में बात
हम एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे मेघावत. आप एक बार ये समझ ले, फिर हम एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे आपको.
सर इसमें जॉब देते क्या सर?
नहीं, यहाँ पे हम बेसिकली आपको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. लाइक अगर आप इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहें अपने आप को तो कैसे कर सकते हैं, क्या क्यों करना चाहें, और एक बेसिक आपको स्क्रिप्ट हम समझा रहे हैं.
ओके ओके ओके. थैंक यू.
हाँ, ठीक है.
Is everyone clear what we're trying
Yeah.
to do? Say yes or no.
सर इसमें किसमें जॉब रहते क्या?
Okay, so why are we talking? Why
yeah.
are we talking to Dipanjan now? Anyone? Someone is
Okay.
talking. Uttam.
अखिलेश has said to become fluent in English, but इसके अलावा और कोई कारण जिसकी वजह से हम इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, आप अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, स्पेसिफिक रीजन कोई आप चैट पे बता सकते हैं या अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हैं.
So Akhilesh, intermediate level of English, okay?
सर इसमें इंटरव्यू देते क्या सर?
नहीं, उनका जो इंग्लिश लेवल है इंटरमीडिएट पे है, आपका बिगिनर पे है करण. आपका इंग्लिश
नहीं, I think Karan is asking कि is this for an interview? Like
आप यूज कर
are we learning how to do?
आप यूज कर सकते हैं इंटरव्यू.
ओके ओके. हाँ इसमें इंटरव्यू देते क्या बोल रहे हो? मैं सर
हाँ करण, हम ये चीज इसीलिए सीख रहे हैं ताकि हम इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे या फिर किसी को अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए कैसे कर सकते हैं, वही चीज हम कवर कर रहे हैं.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right. So why are we on Apna? Why are we talking to Dipanjan? Because we want a job, right? Either we want a job, we're not working, or we want a better job than what we're doing right now, or we want to explore. Like basically, we're looking for some work. Is that correct?
Job.
Job, correct. तो आप दीपांजन से इसके बात करें, अपना से इसके बात करें, क्योंकि आपको काम चाहिए. नहीं तो पहला काम चाहिए, नहीं तो you want a better job than you have right now. Okay? Moving on.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
So how will you say this? If you want a job, how will you say it?
किसी के पास भी कोई सजेशंस है, आप चैट पे ऐड कर सकते हैं.
करण, आप बोलोगे तो आपको इंग्लिश में बोलना पड़ेगा.
इंग्लिश में बोलते.
सॉरी,
बोलते हैं.
हाँ, ट्राई कीजिए. Anyone in English? So you are approaching Dipanjan for a job on Apna. That's why you're introducing yourself. You're saying, "Hi, my name is ABC. I'm working so and so." And you want to tell him that I want a job. Will you get me an offer? Okay. How will you say this in English? नहीं, इंग्लिश में बोलना है. हिंदी में आपको पता है, आप इंग्लिश में सीखो. Anyone wants to try? You can try it.
Yeah, Uttam, do you want to give it a try? You raise your hand. कोई भी ट्राई करना चाहेगा एक बार?
Neha, that's a good answer. Would you like to read it out for everyone?
Yeah, so I would introduce myself and I'll just let him know what I'm interested in, like what kind of profiles that I'm interested in. And then I would request him, can you please refer me for a job?
So can you please refer me for a job? So you rather than saying for me, you can say to a company for a suitable position. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, better than we have to say, could you please? That's okay, right?
Yeah, could you please?
Yeah.
Say using these thank you will take you a long way when it comes to professional links. Okay? Always good. Alright? Okay. So what do you want Dipanjan to do now, Sneha? You said you want if he could refer you to a company with job. What do you want him to do now? What is the next step? Okay, at least good response. That could work as well. Neha?
Would follow up with him?
Yeah, so what would you say? Can you let me know in a week's time or a day's time? Can you let me know by tomorrow what offers are available on Apna? Something like that?
Yes. Yes. So I would just follow up with him. He had shared my resume with you and I had asked for an opportunity. So were you able to find any relatable jobs?
Okay.
And by when can I hear from you?
Okay, so that makes more sense because you already said please refer me, and the next logical step would be to ask him when he can get back to you, right?
Right.
Okay. When could I expect to know about the positions available? So this is a little for advanced users, advanced speakers, because you want to focus on what you need and what you want rather than what the other person, like, can you find out for me rather than saying that, when can I know about? Okay.
Krishna, just sorry to interrupt. Just giving you the timer. You asked for a time notification at 25 minutes, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. So anybody wants to practice this? Somebody who's at a beginner stage? We have the script now, so we're going to practice with Dipanjan.
Sure. Or if Amrit, Sneha, anyone can join, they can also like they would also be available for this. Or I can also do it. It's completely fine.
Good evening.
I think we have.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good day. Hello.
Okay, lovely. Okay, let Karan try. This is awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Good job.
Yeah.
So Karan, आपको ऐसे कहना है. Okay, you follow me. Okay, so you say good afternoon. Okay, so it's good evening. Okay, then we
Good
go to the
evening.
next screen.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
No, you follow. You repeat after me. Okay, so you say good morning, good evening. Say good evening. Say good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Karan.
My name is Karan.
I am working at.
My
I
working is.
am working at.
My name is working 80.
No.
I am
No.
working.
No. So you say.
First listen.
So you say my name is Karan. Say after
My
me.
name is
Karan, after me you repeat.
आप बस रिपीट कीजिए आप एक बार सुनिए फिर रिपीट कीजिए इस बार आपका भी फिर प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगा
My name is Karan.
My name is Karan.
I am working at.
I am working for
Working for what? Which company?
with company agriculture.
Okay. I am looking for work.
Agriculture
You are
department.
working for agriculture department. Okay. Next, you will say, I am looking for work. I'm looking for better job.
Better draft नहीं मैडम.
I am looking.
नहीं आप करण आप रिपीट कीजिए एक बार ये.
I am looking.
I am looking
for a better job.
I am better job.
Okay, good. Can you please refer me?
Can you please looking
Refer me. Okay, so Karan, good job. It's very, very brave of you to try it on a public forum like this. Very good. Okay, so ऐसे ही आपने practice करना है पहले.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Anyone else want to try the script?
कोई और कोशिश करना चाहता है आप एक बार हैंड रेस कर सकते हैं एंड देन आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. या अखिलेश.
Yeah, go ahead, Akhilesh.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Akhilesh Mekala. I am from Hyderabad. I have pursued and completed my bachelor's in.
Okay. Time out. You have to follow the script. Okay. So
Okay.
you are talking to Dipanjan. He's in Apna. You are looking for a job or a better job. Okay. So you have to follow the script and say it accordingly. Okay, go ahead. So
okay, sir.
To Dipanjan now.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce myself. And my name is Akhilesh Mekla. I'm looking for a job in Apna, and I completed my graduation in BCom Computers with an aggregation of 70%. Further, I have completed my diploma in computers with an aggregate of 71%. I come from a nuclear family. I have two siblings. My father is a farmer and my mother is a farmer too. And this is a short introduction, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this.
Okay, so just a tip: when you're talking about professionally, no need to talk about your family.
Yeah. Okay.
No need to ask how are you. So when you're talking to somebody the first time, okay, no need to talk to somebody. No need to ask them how are you doing. Okay, because if they have a bad day, they're not going to tell you.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Understand.
I mean, there's no point in you saying hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Doesn't make any sense. You can just say, but then you have to keep your introduction very small, very short. Okay, so you say, hi, my name is Trishna. You don't even say hi. So keep it formal. Formal is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, or hello. No hi, hey, all that stuff. Okay, not a formal platform. So you say, hello, my name is Akhilesh. I have completed my graduation in computer science. I am looking for work right now, and I believe Apna is a great community. Can you refer me to something good?
Yeah, okay.
It's the same thing. Like, you don't need more. How do you find that, Dipanjan, when you hear it?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I mean, I have a clear idea of who he is, his educational background, and also have an understanding that he's looking for a job opportunity.
Right. And if you need more information, you will ask.
Correct. I think Anjali also wants to try it out once. We can have her.
Thank you so much.
Anjali,
great job.
Anjali, you raised your hand. You can unmute yourself and आप अपना mic mute करके practice कर सकते हैं. Okay, we'll move on then. कोई और practice करना चाहेगा? कोई और एक बार try करना चाहेगा यहाँ पे?
Hello.
आप yeah, hi Anjali, go on please.
Hello. Good evening, sir, ma'am. My name is Anjali Rai. I am from Guwahati, Assam, but I belong to Bihar. I have just completed my graduation in Bachelor of Degree in Arya Vidyapat College in Guwahati. I have also completed commerce. I also completed computer course in 6 months, and that's all.
Why are you
Thank
telling
you.
this to Dipanjan?
Sorry,
Why
ma'am.
are
I
you telling?
can't.
Why are you introducing yourself to Dipanjan?
I'm looking job. That's why.
So you have to say that, okay?
Okay.
Otherwise, a person will not understand. You say, I'm this and that, they'll be like, okay, why are you telling me? Okay? So say
Yeah.
that. Okay, so I'm this, I'm graduated in computer science, I'm looking for suitable work.
Yeah.
So in 2 minutes, in chat, tell us what you learned in the script versus when you speak professionally and when you speak informally. What is the difference? Yeah, Dipanjan, you can.
या आपने अभी तक जो भी सीखा वो आप चैट पे बता सकते हैं कि अगर आप फॉर्मली किसी के पास अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं या फिर तो आप कैसे बोलेंगे और अगर यही चीज आप इनफॉर्मली करते तो उसमें क्या डिफरेंस आता। तो जो भी चीजें आप इस चीज में सीखा आपने आप चैट पे बता सकते हैं। I think Akhilesh के पास एक question है। We can maybe address this question. We'll address this question in some time. Akhilesh, we'll have a session after this.
Okay, so we will move on. Dipanjan, I would like to volunteer from Apna, good
Sure.
English, and we will do this as a conversation style. Okay, so just basically how a good introduction can get you started. Okay, can you translate this in Hindi? So what we're going to do, I'm just going to say it probably. So what we're going to do is we are going to introduce ourselves and get a conversation started. So Dipanjan, will you be the volunteer?
Yeah, Amrit will do this. Amrit, you're okay for it, right? Yeah.
Hi, Trisha.
Hi,
Hello.
Amrit. Nice to meet you. So are you an Apna Community person to whom I approached for a job?
Sure. Yes, Trisha. I'll be that person
Will be
then.
that person. All right. So what we are attempting to do here is that we will demonstrate a conversation that happens at an advanced English level and the fact that you took the first step today. Okay, so just learning basic script like 4 lines can take you a long way to get started. Dependent translation, please, and then we
Yeah.
do it.
या तो यहाँ पे हम एक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन करेंगे, एक बेसिक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन कि अगर आपको एक कॉन्वर्सेशन करना है रिगार्डिंग इंट्रोडक्शन, खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए और एक जॉब के लिए अप्रोच करने के लिए, तो किस तरह से आप वो प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं। हम एक बार ये कॉन्वर्सेशन करके आपको दिखाएंगे। अगर बीच में आपको कोई भी सवाल हो तो आप चैट में ज़रूर पूछिए एंड एंड में हम इसको एड्रेस करेंगे, बट अभी इसको आप ध्यान से देखिए।
Good evening, Amrit. This is Krishna here. I am calling to explore about various job opportunities or growth opportunities that Apna offers. I am an English-speaking coach, and I also do workshops.
That is wonderful to hear, Krishna. Can I hear a little bit more about your education? A little bit. Would love to hear that.
Yeah,
as well.
I've done my bachelor's in business management as well as master's in psychology.
Wow, that's amazing to hear again, Krishna. What about your previous work experience? If I could dwell in that as well.
I have some experience in sales and marketing, but a large part of my career was dedicated to learning and development in corporates.
And Krishna, according to you, what would you think would be a great position for you here at Apna? Like, what are you looking forward to? A suitable role, may I ask?
I think Apna Community can really benefit from professionally interfacing with in the corporate setup, and that is something that I believe I can support.
Thank you so much for that answer as well, Krishna. And what are your expectations from getting into Apna as well?
What can I expect? I'm not sure. I mean, it depends on what Apna has to offer. Is it value in exchange, growth, or monetary? I'm not sure. I mean, it's a community process. This is not exactly me applying for a job. It's more of a collaboration, is what it looks like. So,
Trishna, sorry to interrupt. Just one question I think we can add to this is from Deepika. She wanted to understand, like people ask, why should we hire you, right? So is there any answer that they can go do for it, like a simple one?
also, Amrit is asking me that indirectly, right?
Yeah.
So Amrit, can you tell me how did you phrase that when you were asking me why should you, who are you? What's so valuable about you that we at Apna should consider having you on board? Like, how did you phrase that to me?
So everyone, so very simply put it, when an interviewer goes ahead, right, they're going to ask you what value are you going to bring to the company, right? Then mention what your skills are. Like you can talk about, for example, your Java development, like mentioned previously. You can talk about what courses you're doing and how you can add more value to the role. So essentially, how I asked to Trishna was, what role do you think is suitable, and what are your expectations from us here at the company?
Yeah, that's how he phrased it. So the thing is, something that's very important to remember is that professionally they will ask you only 4 or 5 sets of questions. Okay, it doesn't go away from that. The language used is different depending on where your level is at and how you want to have an exchange. I hope that answers your question.
Deepika, do you have any doubts on this? Yeah, you can unmute yourself if you have any further questions, or otherwise add it on chat. Okay, okay. I think there's one more question, like how do we address the question about salary expectations? So, is there any way in which they can approach this in an interview?
Directly. I mean, it's always better to do, like, I'm not a interview expert here, but the general practice would be to know the market price and also see if your skills are saleable at that market price, right? So we don't want to be under selling ourselves and over hitting a salary expectation, which looks like, so that looks like as if we don't know what we're talking about.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, best to find out from friends and colleagues and ask around before you attend an interview. Always best to prepare on what salaries are the market and see whether that's okay for you or not.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Thanks, Krishna.
Thank you so much, Krishna.
Thank you, Amrit. That was wonderful. Thank you. Any more questions?
So, like Krishna, are we moving on to like the open Q&A session? Is there anything else before that, or we can open?
I think we finished open Q&A.
ओके ओके श्योर अगर किसी को कोई भी सवाल और पूछने हैं आप ज़रूर यहाँ पे पूछ सकते हैं आप अपने माइक अनम्यूट करके भी बोल सकते हैं अखिलेश ने पूछा आई एम फेसिंग द सेम क्वेश्चन डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन लास्ट ऑफ इंटरव्यूज ओके ठीक है हम अपने क्वेश्चंस को इंटरव्यू ओरिएंटेड नहीं ट्राई करेंगे हम थोड़ा अपने आप को इंट्रोडक्शन या फिर स्पोकन इंग्लिश रिलेटेड अगर कुछ आपके क्वेश्चंस हो कोई हेजिटेशन हो उस पर आप कर सकते हैं and yeah, if you want to practice or if you have any other doubts, do feel free to share it here.
Also, to add to what Dipanjan is saying, जो हमने demonstration किया था, it was just to show you how a good introduction can get you started. Like, I gave little information about myself, and then that got Amrit curious, and then he was like, okay, can you tell me more? And then he's like, okay, can you tell me about your experience? Can you tell me what you can do for me? So if you notice, what I did is I answered to the point. I answered his question and stopped. And Amrit, did that create curiosity in you?
Yes, it did pique
curiosity. So you wanted to know more, right? So that's one thing that you need to keep in mind about interviews is be very in your language, right? Since we're talking about language, I'm not an interview expert, but I have some professional experience. I'm coming from there. Keep it very crisp, keep it to the point, answer that much, and that's enough. Okay? If you're confident in what you're saying and you think you can do the job, there is no way the other person will feel that you can't. Now, whether they take you or not, that's not whether you're good enough or not. It's for them to decide whether you are valuable to their company, which has nothing to do with the fact that whether you are valuable as a person or not, or a professional.
Trishna, there's one more question. So from Akhilesh, he said that, he's good at chat, but when it comes to talking, he gets stuck. So is there anything that he can do to solve this?
So that's very typical of intermediate learners, Akhilesh. Okay, and you are at that level, so it's just practice and exposure and variety. Most intermediate learners will find it difficult. Like there's a lot of self-doubt. There is one I'm saying the right thing, those kind of stuff. Listen and read, yes. Listen and read are two skills which are input skills. So the more you're listening, the more you're hearing, the more exposure you have. Okay, but just because you're listening and hearing doesn't mean you can talk well. Okay, not really. It's like you know what swimming looks like and you understand all the nuances of swimming, but can you get into the water and swim? No. Okay, you will actually have to speak to do that. Okay, so the more you speak, the more you practice, the more you do that, the better. And Achilles, you will have to work a little bit on your pronunciation as well. So as you do that, you are doing good. Just keep at it.
Any other questions, Akhilesh? Anything else that you want to ask? और कुछ है पूछना?
No, sir, no. Thank you, sir.
ठीक है भूमिका, दीपिका, अगर कोई और सवाल है आपके, आप एक बार पूछ सकते हैं. Yeah. Okay, I think we have a few more questions. Like how important is English in India? And also, like how can we master the art of using right words and phrases while speaking?
So how important is English in India? It depends on what you're trying to do. Like if you want to grow nationally as a job and you want to interact with people all over the world, I would say it's very important because English is a common language that we use. But if you're okay in a niche where you're at, where local languages work better, maybe not so much. It depends on the context. But yeah, I mean, now we're getting globalized, so it actually connects us professionally and connects us to each other. English, I would say English is not just important in India, it's important as the medium of communication like everywhere.
Thanks, Krishna, for the question answer. Krishna, there's a second question I think that Sneha is asking. That is how to master the art of using the right words or phrases while speaking.
I was getting to that.
And I think after that we have Shivam who has raised his hand. So Shivam will take your question right after that, man.
So Sneha, the thing is, see, English has literal meaning and then it has figurative meaning. Like for example, if I say hats off, okay, I'm not literally, have a hat on my head and taking it off, right? It means that, you did really well. I'm really impressed. Oh my God, that's really good. So English has a lot of that, and the only way is exposure and to get comfortable with that as you go along. So I would say focus on meaning rather than words and being cool. And if you feel that way and you have enough exposure, chances are that you'll just start using it very naturally. So interact with as many people as possible from different cultures, from different viewpoints, from different ways of life. Read more. That's good as well.
Got it, Trishna. Thank you for the suggestion.
So what happens in English is a lot of us actually go by literal meaning in the sense that we don't make English our own, right? We don't explore it. We don't connect to people. English becomes a lot about performance, whether I speak good English or not, whether people will judge me or not. It's not about that. It's just like you would use Hindi to talk to somebody. English is another language you use to talk to somebody, a purpose that it serves. So the other person, and that meaning and that purpose is important. English is just the medium. And you'll eventually get there. Like, if not today, 20 years down the line will be great. Yeah.
Right.
What was the next question, Rohan?
Trishna, I think Shivam has raised his hand. Shivam, why don't you ask the question out loud, buddy? You are on mute if you're saying something, Shivam.
Cannot hear you, sorry.
शिवम आप अनम्यूट करके बोल सकते हैं.
Dipanjan, you've over time, is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I think there's one question from Anjali as well. Words come in my mind, but when I start to speak, I go blank.
Right. I'm going to answer Shivam first, if you take up Anjali.
Yeah, I think while we wait for Shivam, we can maybe answer Anjali, because Shivam, can you hear us? Can you unmute yourself and ask your question? I think he's no longer here. We can address Anjali here.
Anjali, so what happens is it's about practice, right? So it's like when you ride a bicycle or a car or a bike. Anjali, you can respond to me in voice or chat.
Anjali, आप unmute करके बात कर सकते हैं.
No, she responded. Yes, she has done one of the following.
Which one?
Ma'am?
Which one? I mean, do you know how to ride a bicycle or a car or a bike? Which one do you know? Yeah. Okay, awesome. So when you learn how to ride a bike, you remember that there is a time when you start on the bike for the first time, you know what you're supposed to do, you know where the accelerator is, you know where the brakes are, you know how fast you can go, but you can't do it, okay? Because your muscles are not coordinated to get it done. And your body is not familiar with that riding a bike and balancing and things like that. So it's not just about knowledge, but it's about competency, it's about the ability to do it. How did you get to a point where you can ride a bike, talk on the phone, admire the scenery, all that stuff? You did it over and over and over and over again, and one day, riding a bike is as easy as breathing, right? So English is the same. So just exposure and practice. Yeah. Keep at it, Anjali. Like, the fact that you're able to understand so much and you know what you want to say, and the fact that you're aware that you're not able to say it, it means that your English speaking is already progressed. Because if you don't know what you're doing wrong and you don't know that you're not able to do it, then there is no motivation for you to go further. Is that making sense? Anjali?
Yeah, I think she's responded with okay. Yeah.
Does it answer your question?
I think we can move on to Deepika's question as well. I think while Anjali takes the time to respond.
Yeah. Anjali, what I'm saying is, when you're learning how to ride, so what you need to do is, so when you were riding a bike, okay, let me put it this way. So when you're learning to ride a bike, you did it a lot, right? You did it because you wanted to go to that place, you wanted to check out the road, you did it, because you wanted to get better. The more and more you did it, you got better at it. Correct? Yes? Did you understand, Anjali? Okay. English is the same, okay? So for riding, you use your body, which is your hand-leg coordination. For speaking, you have to use your mouth muscles, and that needs practice, and that needs variety, and that needs experience. So the more you use it, the more you practice, the better you will get. Did you understand now? Learning English is not easy. nothing comes easy, but when you get good at it, you'll feel good about it.
Deepika, I think you had a question. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, I have a question. Going to be communication. What we do when we go for the group discussion. So I have a question on that.
I think focus on meaning rather than language and the fancy words you use. Focus on what we are trying to talk about, what is the end of the discussion, what you're trying to achieve, and try to contribute meaningfully to that. Even if your English is not so good, if you can, contribute meaningfully to that, you'll add value. Is that making sense?
Deepika, is that clear?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Did that answer your question? Deepika? See, in English, meaning is very important. Like, what happens is we get caught up in sounding good and not really thinking about whether what we're saying is having meaning for the other person or not, or is it having meaning to the situation of what is needed from you. So language is as important as meaning. If there's no meaning, then there's no point in language. That's what I'm trying to say. So whether it's group discussion or anywhere else. Okay.
Yeah, I think Krishna, that's about it. We can draw towards a conclusion now. I think that's that. We have addressed all the questions that were there on the chat. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, this wasn't a conclusion. The idea was to get all of us started somewhere.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so no way.
Yeah. So how are we doing the conclusion? Is somebody addressing it? Or am I addressing it?
Yes, Trishna. I'll love to take the vote of thanks, right?
Okay, lovely.
So, folks, I think thank you so much, everyone. I think I should start with that. We stuck through a call for 1 hour, trying to educate ourselves, trying to get a little better at things that we wish to get better at, and I think that's something that takes immense amount of courage in the first place. So thank you so much for sticking through this call. Trishna, I would love to thank you so much. I think in you, we have found a true gem within the Apna community itself. And that's always been the motivation, right? To find someone who is trying to be a contributor in the first place, trying to see some value in the space, and then try to push them towards reaching a greater audience. And I think what we wish to do from this point on is to make this a cadence. We'll be seeing a lot more of Trishna on the platform, folks. So please stay tuned. Please look forward to the posts and join the communities you wish to join. So looking forward to many such interesting, engaging, and more micro level learnings that we can get from you, Trishna.
I'm typing this time.
Perfect. Okay. I think we are good, folks. We will see you again shortly once we host, and please see us next in the Apna community posts and the feed. We'll find the next relevant post there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Prakash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the session. Have a good day.
You too as well. Yeah. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right, Krishna. Then we'll wrap the call. I'll end this session then.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.